Well, he's got a bit of a cheek, to be honest, because as far as I can see, this peace deal has nothing whatsoever to do with Keir Starmer or his government. In fact, the American ambassador to Israel has said, I think yesterday or the day before, this had nothing whatsoever to do with Keir Starmer's Labour government. And I think Marco Rubio, the American Secretary of State, said that the premature recognition which Keir Starmer's government gave a few weeks ago actually undermined the peace process and made things more difficult. So I think, to be quite honest with you, Eamon, he's got a cheek, he's got some brass neck, showing up, trying to claim some credit for something that is nothing whatsoever to do with him. And in fact, if anything, he probably made it harder with his actions.
Something that may have had something to do with him, which is the Chinese prosecution case against those two British individuals, the spying case. And you would prefer, as I understand it, Chris, that he was in the House today answering questions on that.
Well, precisely. Instead of running off overseas to claim credit for something that's nothing to do with him, he should be behind me in Parliament answering the very serious questions Keir Starmer has to answer about why it was his government chose to withhold evidence which the government has in its possession, which, if they wanted to, they could have handed over to the Crown Prosecution Service, who'd been asking for the evidence for many, many months. But instead, Keir Starmer's government chose to withhold that evidence, causing the China spy trial to collapse. And the reason for that is that the Labour government are more interested in kowtowing to the Chinese for economic reasons to help bail them out of their financial mess that Labour has created. They're more interested in that than they are in protecting our national security. And Keir Starmer now needs to, their story keeps changing, the government's story keeps changing. Every time something they say is proven to be untrue. So Keir Starmer now needs to tell us who exactly decided to withhold this evidence. Many people say Jonathan Powell was intimately involved in that decision. Was Keir Starmer himself aware of all of this going on? We need answers to those questions. The Labour government's story keeps changing. First of all, back in September, that one of their ministers claimed to me in Parliament that the Labour government had no idea what was going on, nothing to do with them, it was all down to the CPS. And the Crown Prosecution Service were then so angry, they wrote 3 public letters exposing that as untrue. And that's why we need Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, in Parliament today, answering these questions. What did he know and when? What exactly did Jonathan Powell have to do with this? Who took the decision in government to withhold this evidence? All of these questions are completely unanswered at the moment. No wonder Keir Starmer has decided to go and hide in Egypt today.